and then I'll get my dad over here and I will actually put the bumper... Oh. What's up? This is Casey from Caseyscustoms. In this video, we are working on this beautiful 1965 Mustang. And in this video, we get the front clip all finished up with the rear bumper and the apron. It's gonna be a ton of fun. Let's go! So on the last video, I got the front clip mounted. I didn't make the mounts too solid because I wasn't exactly sure if it's where it needed to be. I needed the front apron. I also needed some bumper brackets. I didn't want to make anything too permanent until those parts came in, and sure enough, they came in. I got a race-inspired fiberglass, I think it's called a Type R bumper. I could be wrong on that, Mustang people, sorry. I also got my other quarter panel in, so I have both rear quarter panels, I have all the bumper brackets, and the front apron. So what I want to do now is try and get that mounted, try and get my bumper brackets on there, and then if all that kind of is bolted up, then I know that we can make these mounts a little bit more solid. This is basically just bent up sheet metal, which it's fine. This isn't super heavy, but I usually like to overbuild. So I got some square tubing, and if we get all this bolted up and everything is looking great and it's where it needs to be, we'll go ahead and remount some of this stuff. But for now, let's try and figure out our bumper brackets and our front apron. Okay, so I was trying to put the front apron on, and I realized that my mounts were actually sagging. I knew they were sagging a little bit, but I came over here and this gap was just, I mean, it was open this much at the top, which means obviously it was going downhill. So I went ahead and just reinforced this real quick. I wanted to do this after I had everything bolted up, but it really wasn't possible. So I just threw some 1-inch square tubing in there. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll be making it pretty later, but for now, that will hold it up from sagging. So now we're gonna go ahead and put the front apron on, try and see where our bumper brackets are gonna go, and all that fun stuff. So I just had to do that real quick because this little sheet metal piece, I think this front clip might be a little heavier than I was giving it credit for. So let's try and get the apron on. Whoa. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Now what I gotta do is figure out how the hell these bumper brackets go on, because I don't know. I believe those are the outers and those are the inners. I don't know. Obviously, I'm still gonna use the part that bolts to the bumper, but the part that would normally go to the frame means nothing. We're gonna have to make our own. But I think I'll probably bolt those onto the bumper and then put the whole thing up there. That way I can weld the mounts, but I'm probably gonna need an extra set of hands. So I'll probably wait till my dad can help me with that.
The next day.
It is the next day and I had a brain fart. I think what I'm gonna do, cut these brackets all down. They're all way too long. I think I'm gonna cut them all in about half, and then I'm gonna bolt them to the bumper, and then I'll get my dad over here and I will actually put the bumper... Oh shit. Oh, I unplugged the washer hose. I did not know it was that full. So that shocked me a little bit, my bad. So I'm gonna put the bumper on in one piece with the brackets on, and then whenever I kind of get it where I want it, I can weld the brackets to something in there. I have frame running down both sides. I also have that brace across the front. I just needed to kind of connect to some of those, and then I'll go in there and reinforce it all with some square tubing. It's just too hard to get your bumper up there, get the bracket where it needs to be, tack the bracket, take the bracket off. It's just too hard to make any of that work because it only needs to be off a 1/4 inch, and then your bracket just basically just needs to be cut off and redone. So I'm gonna go ahead, bolt them on, and then try and make this work. It's kind of like wrestling an octopus, but I think if my dad's over here helping me with one side, I think we can take care of it. But for now, I need to cut the shit out of all those brackets. So let's do that. Yeah. Daytona. a 6-ton Harbor Freight. Make sure the label's out.
Yeah, I got mine pretty straight.
I don't hate mine either.
So wait a minute.
You come look at this. If you like where it's at, I'll put the strut in something nasty.
No, we gotta go over the model.
Well, now listen, your fingers could be wonky. Don't go too crazy. Oh, you know what? If you go by the bumper brackets, it's perfect. Because they're lined up as this. Oh, there you go. If you look on the inside there.
I'm good right there. So I could probably.
I gotta get this a little bit better.
Oh, I'm liking that.
I mean, you can't put weight on it yet, but it's pretty
No.
good.
Ooh.
Damn, that looks good! All right, let's see. Moment of truth. Oh, yeah. Oh, that makes me happy. Man, that looks good. Check it out. Awesome. I need the right bolts for it. These are definitely the wrong bolts. I need the bumper bolts that are, you know, just like a carriage bolt so it doesn't look ugly. But I got the braces on there. I got the brackets on there. I can stand on it. It's not going anywhere. Very excited. Also, I am excited to announce my new partnership with Harbor Freight. They sent me so much stuff I still have to open. You'll see some videos on this. We are gonna make a video with some of their new paint guns that look really nice. So you'll see all that coming up. But I told them I wanted to try out their new 6-ton jack stands. These things go like 2 foot in the air, which is just awesome. I mean, that's almost like having a mini lift. I actually like those very much. I'm not trying to turn this into an ad, so I'm just saying I love them. They worked perfect for the bumper. I think I'm gonna let this cool because it is still very hot because I just welded it. I'm gonna let it cool and then I will put the bumper back on, or the apron back on. Hopefully I can get the apron on without having to take the bumper off. It should slide in these spots, I think, but we'll see. The bumper might have to go on last. So I might have to unbolt it all and then put it all back together, but I don't know, we'll see. Right now I definitely gotta let it cool off because it is very hot. Check it out, man. Oof, I'm in love with it. Fitment's a little wonky because, you know, I'm not gonna bolt anything down super, you know, accurate right now. So I think the lower valence will actually go up into the bumper where you won't see those gaps as bad. But, I mean, I'm pretty excited. Now, I don't have this top piece. I don't even know what it's called. I'm missing a couple things like that. But I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is get the hood put on, and then we're gonna go ahead and start working on our cowl. Now this was the cowl on the 65, and naturally, woo, I don't know if you can see that or not, hold on. That's the exterior, that's the interior. I don't need any of that anymore. Because this was a big structured piece, you know, on the Mustang. It's not anymore. I don't need it for structure. I have the new cowl. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically cut that down to just the top panel, and then we'll try and get that top panel in here. I think I have to take the fenders off to get it there, but I don't know. We're gonna cut that all to hell and then we'll come up to what we can. I'd like to get the front clip basically done as far as get the cowl, I think I need to get this cut back some for the windshield to go on, get kind of all that done. I'm not gonna worry about the wheel wells right now. I'll do all those in one day, but I would like to kind of get the front clip put on and so it starts to look like an actual car. But I am so happy with that bumper. All right, whew, let's cut some shit. beginning to look like something. That's not bad, baby! Alright, let's throw the hood on and see what happens. I have dented the hell out of this hood. It's probably because I throw it so much. Check it out. Got it adjusted a little bit better. My gaps are closer. They're still not great. That one's pretty good. Still low over there in the corner because there's nothing in the back holding it up. I don't know if I'm going to do hood hinges. I think I'm going to do pins. Just have 4 pins like a race car and then take the whole hood off. Probably be easier whenever we get to doing the coyote swap and having fun with all that. I don't hate it. It's up a little bit too high back here, but really, really happy to have the bumper on. I wasn't even sure I was going to be doing all that in this episode. I was kind of just trying to get stuff set, but I mean, this is stout. I really made that really, really strong, which is awesome. Man, it looks good. I am really happy with that. On the next video, we're gonna do rear bumper. Where is that? I pointed at it and then I realized I don't know where it was. That's not good. That's a little scary. Hey, never mind. Got the brand new rear bumper as well. So we're gonna focus on the rear on the next episode. I have the inner structure still. I'm gonna weld that straight to the rear floor pan, which is actually gonna work out very, very well. And then it'll bolt right in there. And then I also have this lower pan, but as you can see, the floor is actually lower on the new Mustang than where the lower pan goes. So I don't know how I'm gonna fix that yet. I might like section it. I might also put a cut in it and then move it up and re-weld it, like basically section the whole trunk well. Because the goal, I don't want to get rid of the spare tire hole completely, because that's where I'm going to put all my airbag stuff. Airbags were supposed to be here this week. They moved them back to next week, but I don't know. Apparently they have to make the struts from scratch, so that might be a while, but that's fine. We got plenty of stuff to do, but on the next episode, I definitely want to get this back end all done and start to working on it. I need a trunk, I think. The trunk is back ordered, I think, until like November. The trunk was really far back ordered, so I need to find a trunk. So yeah, we're gonna do all that on the next episode. I am so happy. She's really coming along. People that don't build cars, they see this gap here and they freak out. And you know, I completely understand, but I don't worry about any of that because we are going to take care of all that whenever we start doing sheet metal. It's just sheet metal. Somebody made a funny comment the other day, which is Whistle and Diesel has a sticker that says, "This car means nothing to me." And somebody commented, "This sheet metal means nothing to me." I loved it. Perfect for me because I don't care about sheet metal. Also, somebody had asked, they said they seen a big gap on the driver's side, but not the passenger. You can see here, it's pretty giant on both sides. This fender isn't even all the way. So what we're gonna do with that, I think, is cut right along there and actually widen the outside. So we'll pull this out and I'll end up having like a big long triangle piece that'll fill that gap. That's going to be how we're going to widen the edge because I can't mess with the hood. Originally, I was going to try and widen the hood. It's just too much work. So we're going to do something like that and pull that out to match the body because we're just a little bit wider. I don't know how we're going to fix the windshield yet. You can see I got about a 3/4 of an inch on each side. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll tackle that problem when we get to it. But I'm rambling, and somebody also asked how many hours are in each week. I had 24 hours in this week, I think, or 22 hours in this week. Dad helped for another hour, so I had, another for his. But quite a bit, not as many as I usually do, but I'm really happy, and thanks for watching. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm sure I said it 10 times, but I am so excited to get the bumper and the apron on there. It just really... It's looking a lot better than it should. It looks like it's a lot farther along than it is. I mean, we're only like a month into this build, and it looks like a Mustang. Usually when I'm a month in, they're still very much just a train wreck. So I'm very, very excited. Stay tuned on the next episode. We're gonna get the rear done. We're gonna have a ton of fun. This build has been awesome. People are really liking it. The views are good. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff they do at the end of videos, and check out some more of my other videos. Peace, love ya.
I've really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you.